I thought my wife was joking, but what I found out later changed everything. So I've been married to my wife for about 6 years now. And honestly, things were normal. We had our routine, we spent time together, nothing felt off. Until one night, we were just sitting on the couch watching TV, nothing serious. And out of nowhere, she made a comment that caught me off guard. She pointed at a guy on the screen and said, "That's my type right there." I laughed at first. I thought she was joking. But then she kept going. She started talking about what she liked about him, his build, his confidence, the way he carried himself. At that point, it stopped feeling like a joke. But I didn't say anything. I just sat there, kind of confused, trying to brush it off. Over the next few days, it didn't stop. She kept bringing it up. Little comments here and there, comparing me to him in subtle ways. Saying things like, "I wonder what it would be like to be with someone like that." And I'm not gonna lie, that started getting to me. Because now I'm sitting there thinking, why is this even a conversation? But every time I questioned it, she'd just laugh and say I was overthinking. So I told myself the same thing. Maybe I was. Maybe it was just a joke. Fast forward about a week later. We go out to this bar together. Just a normal night, or at least I thought it was. And then I see him. A guy who looks exactly like the one she described. Same vibe, same look, everything. And before I can even process it, she walks up to him, starts talking like it's completely normal. At that point, I'm just standing there, trying to figure out what's going on. Then she calls me over, introduces me, like this is just another random interaction. The guy looks at me and says, "She's told me a lot about you." That's when my stomach dropped. Because I had never seen this guy before. And I definitely didn't know she was talking to him. Now everything starts clicking in my head. This wasn't random. This wasn't a coincidence. This had already been happening. And I was just now catching up. The whole time we're there, the energy between them felt different. Too comfortable, too familiar, like I was the only one out of place. At one point, she looks at me and says, "Are you okay with this?" And I didn't even know how to answer that. Because okay with what? That's when I realized, this wasn't just a joke anymore. After that night, things felt different between us. We weren't arguing, but we weren't the same either. She stopped bringing it up completely, acting like nothing ever happened. And for a moment, I actually thought maybe it was over. Until a few nights later, she fell asleep on the couch, and her phone kept lighting up. I wasn't trying to go through it, but I saw his name. And something just didn't feel right. So I checked, and I know I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And what I saw made everything make sense. They had been talking way before that night. Not just talking either, planning, joking, even talking about how I would eventually come around. That part hit me the hardest. Because now I'm realizing this wasn't something new. This wasn't curiosity. This was already happening. I was just the last one to know. The next morning, I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I just asked her one question. How long has this been going on? And she didn't even deny it. She just looked at me and said, "Long enough." That was it for me. No more questions. No more second guessing. I packed a bag and left that same day. And now I'm sitting here thinking, did I overreact, or did I just find out the truth too late? Would you have stayed, or left? Remember to like and subscribe to our channel.